In today's breaking story, Tiffany Haddish just humiliated Donald Trump on Jimmy Kimmel Live. That's right, there's nothing Trump hates more than being the butt of the joke on live TV. How's it going, everybody? Hunter Avaloni here with my YouTube channel. Welcome back to another video. Now Trump and his supporters are constantly being mocked, brutalized, and confronted. In fact, one of Trump's many supporting representatives was recently confronted over her support of Trump's disastrous policies. You have to have mail and ballots. My question to you was, how do you feel personally of stripping Americans of those foundational tools of mail-in ballots tools? Mail-in ballots are not foundational tools. You have said we have protected capable of exercising your right to vote without a mail-in ballot. You are absolutely fully capable of exercising your right to vote without a ballot. Who's responsible for establishing tariffs in our country? Well, right now the president has taken that authority, but I imagine when we go back in September, why are you talking about that? Why did he take that authority? You're going to have to ask. You guys gave it to him. The House of Representatives are responsible for establishing tariffs. You gave that to him. Next thing I'd like to ask you, that's exactly what's going to happen. You look at the bigger picture. You're here to take tariffs have raised over $150 billion. Who pays for it? Who pays for that? Inflation has not gone up. Inflation has not gone up. If you look at, and the numbers already make it clear, America is done with Donald Trump. They feel that Donald Trump is full of BC. What are we talking about here? Let's take a look here. Or allow anyone to vote earlier by absentee. In 2020, it was about 2/3. You get 65%. Years after years that Donald Trump has been complaining about mail and voting, where the numbers stand in 2024. Basically the same. 60% of voters say that anyone should be allowed to vote either early or by absentee without needing an excuse. And that actually includes, get this, even 37% of Republicans. You have a substantial portion of Republicans who believe that voters should be back allowed to vote either early or absentee without an excuse. So the bottom line is, the American people aren't with Donald Trump. They think he's full of it. And now Tiffany Haddish just humiliated Donald Trump all on Jimmy Kimmel Live. Take a look at today's top story. Tiffany Haddish just humiliated Donald Trump on national television, and she did it without ever saying his name. Not only am I filling in for Jimmy this week, I actually have an important announcement to make. Drum roll, please. I, Tiffany Sarah Cornelia Haddish, am running for President of the United States of America. Appearing on Jimmy Kimmel Live, Haddish walked on stage with a Haddish 2028 podium and declared her candidacy for president. What followed was a masterclass in comedy and political takedown. Haddish deadpanned that she was qualified because she's rich, has been arrested a few times, and in her words, always says crazy stuff. Sound familiar? The audience erupted, fully aware of who she was mocking. I've got all the qualifications to be president. I'm rich. I've been arrested a few times, and I always say crazy. She then laid out a platform that was both ridiculous and sharper than anything coming from the actual White House. When I'm president, all profiles on dating sites must include your credit score. If you can't handle your business, you ain't touching my business. Under a Haddish presidency, every Subway sandwich shop will now carry pastrami sandwiches. Damn it, just the way the founding fathers wanted it to be. Each line hit harder than the last, ridiculing the absurdity of how low the bar for leadership has fallen. At one point, Haddish announced she would move the US capital to Hankinson, North Dakota because, quote, they've got buffalo everywhere. Later, she added that under her America, food delivery robots would be banned unless they were for, let's say, other uses. The crowd howled, but beneath the laughs was the real sting. Haddish highlighted the chaos, corruption, and incompetence of Trump's presidency without giving him the satisfaction of hearing his name. The irony, her parody platform, built around the simple idea that America should mind its own damn business, sounded serene.
Trump's real one, Jimmy Kimmel, Trump's longtime nemesis, gave her the perfect stage. And there's little doubt Trump himself saw the clip while scrolling late at night. Haddish knew exactly how to get under his thin skin, and she didn't even have to break a sweat. Tiffany Haddish isn't running for president, but after this performance, one thing's clear. If comedy is about timing, then she just delivered the most perfectly timed political burn of the year. Thanks so much for watching. Please click that like button and subscribe to my channel so that you can stay informed and help us stop Donald Trump.